everyone, it's Michael here at Home Health Success Academy, and welcome to another one of our monthly home health marketing ideas where we talk about things that happens during November, such as special holidays and special events that can happen only during November, and how you can take advantage of these ideas and special days and use them to market your home health agency out there. Look, November's coming around the corner. If you are watching this video, you're trying to figure out a way, what can I do in November that's going to spark interest in my agency? And what we actually have is we have our monthly special holiday marketing idea tips where we share with you guys. And if you're watching this video at one of our free areas that we're giving out there, for example, on YouTube, Facebook, or so forth, if you actually want to access the full training series where we put everything out there to give you ideas we researched for you, and all you have to do is just execute. Just come to homehealthsuccessacademy.com or 10xpatientreferrals.com and go ahead and take advantage of our monthly special holiday video series, where you're going to have access to this video series for the whole year. So you have everything in your hands, all the ideas that you guys need. So let's go ahead and get started with special holidays and special events for the month of November. Okay, guess what? November is Walk to End Alzheimer's. It's Alzheimer's Association, right? Under the Alzheimer's Association, it's the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And so, have you ever participated in an Alzheimer's walk? So if you haven't, you should look about joining this organization. Great people to meet, great potential power partners for you, and it's a great event to meet people that have relatives who are unfortunately experiencing Alzheimer's. And what it does is that in these walks that you can then create a group and you guys can walk for your company and you guys can create awareness. You can use the photos, the videos that you're going to do as content-based marketing materials for your websites to show this to potential referral sources out there that you guys are actually you guys are active out there in trying to make a difference to end Alzheimer's. Okay, so you can distribute brochures out there. You can walk into facilities and say, hey, are you guys having any group from your company doing the Alzheimer's walk? Definitely want to be part of it. Definitely see if I can actually help you guys out and go ahead and give you guys my time and what I can do for you guys. I want to be part of your organization. You can organize your own memory walk. You can then also, have brain puzzles, right? And you can actually give those out for free to assisted living communities and saying, hey, these are amazing brain puzzles. These are things that, a lot of your clients can use. We're very active when it comes to the Alzheimer's Association. We definitely want to be able to help, to give you guys some learning objectives. You can become a certified dementia coach, for example, right? So if you guys join this particular event, you can, or this particular certification program, there's the Asbury Memory Method. There's a variety of different other companies out there that can give you certification as a dementia coach. And what you can do is you can use this to then market your organization and say, hey, if you want, what we do is this: when we work with patients and we start seeing signs of dementia or potential Alzheimer's, and they actually have one of those diagnoses from a physician, this is what we do to kind of slow down or prevent the fast movement of this disease process. So what are things that you can do that makes your company stand out? Do you have a dementia coach that is certified under your company? Great marketing tool if you guys have this. Okay, so start thinking what you guys can do within this organization. So of course, in this particular month, in the month of November, what are you going to do? More likely you're going to be dressed in purple all the time. Purple shirt, purple dress shirt, purple tie. What are you going to do that's going to be able to make people understand that you support the Alzheimer's Association? So this is one of the great things you can do to brand your organization. All right, November 1st and November 2nd, it's Dia de los Muertos, right? So, what can you do to celebrate this particular things? Well, there's a lot of gift ideas that you can come about. Just go through Google. You're going to find so many gift ideas that you can give out to people during Dia de los Muertos. There's special treats out there that are being made. All you got to do is go to your local Mexican grocery store, Mexican food marts and stuff like that. And there's a variety of different things out there and ideas that you can create. No, don't put makeup in your face and walk into these facilities trying to market your company and you look like a skull or a ghost, whatever. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of different ideas that you can actually do. And also, this is something about family as well. If you guys probably seen the movie Coco, I don't know if you're aware of that. So there's this movie, this is cartoon that was created called Coco, and it's based upon celebrating the Dia de los Muertos in the Mexican community. And one thing that you can do is, hey, you know what? Are you guys aware of Dia de los Muertos? And what you can do is you can actually purchase the DVD Coco for really cheap nowadays. I've seen them for $7.99, $9.99 out there. Just go to Amazon.com. And what I would do is I'll buy these DVDs and I'll ask people. I said, "Hey, are you guys familiar with the Dia de los Muertos? And have you guys seen that cartoon that's really amazing called Coco? It's really really cool story, sad but cute but amazing. And if you haven't seen it, hey, here's a copy of the Coco cartoon. You should watch it. It's amazing. Truly recommend it." And so that's just one idea that you guys can do when you're trying to market yourself. So when you're going out on November 1st and November 2nd, enjoy yourself. Do something that makes you stand out. That's the goal here, and that's what we're trying to share with you guys, these little ideas to make you stand out. Okay, November 2, guess what? It's National... Okay, I always get this wrong, right? One person says it's deviled eggs. I think it's called deviled eggs. What do you think, okay? But anyways, November 2nd, it's National Deviled Eggs, we'll call that, right? And so what you can do is you can go ahead and make deviled eggs right away yourself. Or there's a lot of places that sell these things that are already made. And so when you're going out on November 2nd, you can say, hey, it's National Deviled Eggs today, or deviled eggs, whatever you call it. And I just wanted to drop off some for you. Hope you enjoy it. I love deviled eggs. I love it when I see these in gatherings. I'll probably put in 2 or 3 in my mouth right there and eat that, and I'll be happy. So, National Deviled Eggs is a good idea. It's a good marketing tactic. It's a good technique to be able to bring people. It's also sparks conversations when I'm going to try to revisit a facility. I said, hey, this is Michael with ABC Home Health. I came by last week. Just wanted to see if I can actually drop off some stuff. It's National Deviled Eggs tomorrow. Can I stop by and bring some stuff for you? You guys probably enjoy it. And they'll say, yeah, we love treats. Perfect. I want to stop by for a quick 5 minutes. That's all I want to do, to drop it off and say hello. And right there alone, it gives you an opportunity to have that second meeting, that second appointment, the third appointment, the fourth appointment. What are things that you're doing that makes you guys stand out? So November 2nd, National Deviled Eggs. Great, great idea. November 3, it's Sandwich Day. Right, everybody loves peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I don't know any other person that does not like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But guess what? You don't have to give away peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But, hey, I used to remember when I was a kid, I opened up my lunchbox and I had peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I was a happy kid. Of course, crust on, not crust off, okay? Some people doesn't like crust. I like the crust in my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So sometimes what I've done in the past, I would make peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day. For November 3rd, I would make a bunch of them, right? And I would actually put them in those brown paper bags for lunches, right? And I would go out and I say, hey, it's National Sandwich Day, and I made a bunch of peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Just wanted to give it to you. And I'll give them that little paper bag. It has the logo of my company. It has my business card right there. And I said, here you go. Just wanted to think about you and celebrate National, Sandwich Day, November 3rd. Or you can bring it up a little bit more, and then you can actually give them a nice Subway, right? 6-inch sub. Or you can go to Costco and Sam's Club, and they already have these big subs containers that has like about 25 to serve 30 people, and you can individually wrap those and put it in a nice container, have some chips in there, and then you bring it in and you say, hey, it's National Sandwich Day, just want to drop off some sandwich for you. This is something that you have to think about. How can you be creative? Be very creative. That's what you guys should do. Okay, November 7th, it's Chocolate with Almonds Day. So all you got to do is purchase some chocolate-covered almonds. You can buy this in Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, Target, right? Buy these packs. They're like $2.99 to $3.99 a pack. It gives you an excuse to walk into these places. Everybody likes chocolate, right? Almost everybody. 99.9% of people love chocolate. So chocolate with Almonds Day is perfect. And if you want to be a little bit cheaper, guess what? Buy some Hershey bar with almonds in it and use that. Okay, so that's going to cost you 35 cents, 50 cents for one of those. So that's a great idea. I'm giving you guys two different price points on how to be able to save money if you want to, or be a little bit, splurge a little bit more, an extra dollar, $2 here and there. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, in November it's also National Home Care and Hospice Month, right? So we talked about it's also Alzheimer Month as well, right? So, but it's also National Home Care and Hospice Month. So one thing you can do is, let's say for example you're a home health agency providing medical services. Can you link up with a local home care company that just provides non-medical, and see if you guys can create a power partnership right there to be able to increase and power surge yourself and go into facilities that maybe you can get the home care company in, and maybe they can bring you into a facility that they're in that you're not in yet, right? Another thing you can do is you can honor your employees, like your top employees, give them plaques, take pictures, take videos, interview them, say, hey, why did you choose, to start working into this industry? Use that, create content, put into your website, put into your own YouTube channel, put it onto your Facebook accounts. Whatever you can do to create awareness and branding for your company. There's so many different ideas that you can do out there, okay? So just think about what else you can do. If you want more ideas, just keep watching our videos or give us a call. We want to be able to help you guys out. All right, November 11th, look guys, it's National Veterans Day. And you guys know how important this particular day is in America, okay? And honoring the people who serve this country is something that we all should do. And so there's so many things you can do. One thing I love doing is I will call a facility, like an ASL facility, a senior housing facility, and I'll say, hey, who are your local veterans that lives in your facility? Don't give me names, but let me ask, how many do you have? And are you guys doing something special for Veterans Day to honor and to serve them, right? And if they don't have something set up, I said, hey, can we do something for them for you? And once again, this is not a way to be able to get patients that very day. It's to be able to brand your company. It's to be able to link up with these particular facilities to eventually get them to have you and trust you to start coming into their facilities. All right, November 12th. You guys probably seen some of my videos talking about these, ball jars right here. These canning jars that I purchased. I've used them for my, jar cakes. I've used them also to put jelly beans on them as well. But on the November 12th, it's National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day, okay? So what you can do is, you can see here that I'm showing you guys, I've actually copied this idea and I put everything that I can in this ball jar, and that you can make chicken soup with, from the Italian spices to the bouillon cubes to the pasta, and whatsoever I can put in there. And then you can actually write a recipe. As you guys see in this photo, I copied this idea with this particular photo and used it myself, and I'll attach my business card to it. I'll put a sticker on top that has the logo of my company, and that's what we're gonna kind of do, is put that all together and then give it out to people and say, hey, just let you know it's Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. Just want to be able to give you one of these. And that's just an amazing thing you can do. Another thing I also do is this. I go to a lot of used bookstores, and I enjoy going to used bookstores. I don't know if you've ever stepped foot in one of those places, but it's, the books are very cheap. That's why, because they're secondhand. And I'll actually purchase a lot of these books, the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. And I'll look for a nice book that's really amazing, that's still, in good condition. Doesn't have to be fully mint, as long as there's not a lot of writing. It doesn't look old and decrepit or any of that stuff. And what I would do is I said, hey, it's Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. And, and so I'll buy these Chicken Soup for the Soul books for like $1, $1.25, $1.50. So it's like really cheap. And, hey, I just want to drop off this chicken soup for you. The recipe's right there. It's easy for you to be able to put together. Enjoy it for tonight. And also, by the way, I always love handing other people books that are things that has helped me, right? The Chicken Soup for the Soul is an amazing book that I've read in the past and I enjoyed it. And so I'll tell them, I say, hey, look, I've read this book. It's an amazing book. And, what better use to put with it than give it to another person that maybe has not read it yet? Have you read this book? And if they say no, great. Look, if I can, let me just leave this for you. You should read the book. It's an amazing book. And if you don't like it, give it to somebody that you feel would love to enjoy this book right here. So that's just one quick technique that I do. November 13th, it's Happy World Kindness Day, and we should all be happy and we should always be kind to people. So it's celebrated November 13th. So what kind act can you actually do for this day? Well, give people chocolates, treats, whatever to make them happy. And I ask people, I say, hey, I brought you some chocolate. What else would make you happy? If they say, hey, what would make me happy? A nice, milkshake. Well, I'm like, I'll be right back. Strawberry, chocolate, or vanilla. What do you want? So you have to think about what you can do to make yourself stand out. So November 13th, it's Happy World Kindness Day. Be kind to people and always be happy. All right, November 14th is World Diabetes Day. So this is perfect. These are the times where you can actually have handouts, teaching materials that you can give to potential referral sources that they can actually keep and put in the lobby to be able to provide their residents in their facilities. At the same time as you should have a diabetes program for your agency, right? If you don't have one, you should create one and then talk about it, how it helps patients. And then you use that to market it to doctors and say, hey, doctor, just let you know it's World Diabetes Day. It's November 14th. We have lots of patients that we work with who are diabetic, and it's very much important for us. And knowing that we take care of them is something that's going to be very important for us. And so this is our diabetic or a diabetes program and how we can help our patients. We would love to be able to work with you and take care of some of your patients, especially your diabetics. It's one of our strongest programs in our company, and we know that we do an amazing job when we work with these particular patients. And so that's one technique you should do right there, is to be able to make sure, number one, celebrate Diabetes Day, go after potential referral sources who have patients who have diabetes, and also create a program that you can use to market your organization. Also, November is also Cancer Awareness Month, and this is not just for cancer itself, but technically you're going to see Lung Cancer Month is also November. Pancreatic Cancer Month is also November. Pretty much, cancer awareness is the most important thing. And so, if you go to preventcancer.org, you're going to see a lot of information out there. You can then convert a lot of that information and teaching into handouts and educational-based marketing materials, making cancer brochures, link up with local groups, local oncologists as well. Reach out to them and say, hey, this is our cancer program. We work with a lot of patients who are post-hospitalization and has history of cancer or is currently going through chemo. And this is what we can do and how we can help out your patients. Do you have any patients that would potentially, need the services that we have? Or is there anything that we can do to help you guys provide care better for your patients? And so these are little techniques and ideas you guys can actually put together, okay? It's also November 15th. It's Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. So these, what I did for this particular day a couple times when I've marketed out there is that I actually bought a plastic bucket from the dollar store, and I spent maybe $4 or $5 for a variety of different cleaning materials. So from some soaps right there, some sponges, some items that I can put together. And then what I do is I make it look a little bit nicer. I have this whole roll of a clear plastic roll that people use a lot for making for wrapping gifts. And what I'll do is I'll wrap this plastic pail that I buy from the dollar store, and I fill up with cleaning materials, and I make it look nice, put a bow, put my information there, and I'll walk into places and they're gonna ask me, are you a housekeeper? And I say, no. It's actually National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Did you know that? And so I just wanted to drop off some items that you should know so you can clean out your refrigerator. And by the way, here's some treats. I need to speak to this person. Who would be a good person to speak to regarding, who would choose home health services? And I'll just use it as a way to go past the gatekeepers to make myself stand out, okay? National Fast Food Day. Love fast food if you're a marketer. Most marketers can only eat the good ones, the ones who work hard and hustle hard, pretty much end up in fast food joints the whole day. But guess what? It is National Fast Food Day. So what I always do here is pretty much this takes care of things for me, right? So let me explain to you guys what I've done so many times in the past is Uber Eats, right? Uber Eats does an amazing job to deliver things. And so what I'll do, and since Uber Eats works with McDonald's a lot, and McDonald's is probably pretty much the best fast food that delivers, that can take care of handling things, and everybody pretty much has eaten at a McDonald's, I'll call potential referral sources that I've already visited several times, and I'll give a contact to the main person. I'll say, hey, did you know it's National Fast Food Day? So guess what? McDonald's is on me right now. If you don't want it, ask somebody of your staff members. They can get it. What do you guys want? And then when they tell me, I have Uber Eats deliver some McDonald's to them, because I want it to arrive to them fresh. I don't want to buy a bunch of them and then go from there. But what I've also done in the past is that, guess what? There's a McDonald's pretty much around the corner everywhere. And so whatever they order, I can just swing by McDonald's really fast. You guys know McDonald's, for some reason, can get your food within 5-10 minutes. And then every time I go to each facility, I'll drop off what I promised to drop off to them. So, what can you do November 16th? It's National Fast Food Day. Guess what? It gets you in the door. Okay, November 17th is Homemade Bread Day. Now, no, this is where I draw the line, and I am not going to be the person baking bread at home. That's just too much work. I am not kneading dough. But what you can do is you can stop by Panera's. They have some, fresh baked bread over there. I go to Walmart, for example, when I'm in Florida, and they actually have Cuban bread freshly baked every day. And I'll buy a nice container of Cuban bread. It costs like $1.50. Okay, and then I'll bring that to a facility, and I'm gonna say, hey, these are homemade breads just for you. I brought some nice jam. I brought some nice marmalade. That you guys can use for it. Go for it. Or if you want to splurge a little bit more, I'll go to Panera Bread. One thing you can do is, if you guys aren't aware, when Panera is about to close at the end of the day, they actually put on sale a lot of their breads. And the breads are still good to eat the next day. So I'll buy them ahead of time, wrap them nicely, and then the next day I'll go out and market my company and say, hey, it's National Home Bread Day, and we just want to be able to give you guys some bread. Hopefully you guys enjoy the jam, the marmalade, or the cream cheese with fresh sliced bread. So this is just a quick idea for you guys. Also, so November is crazy. You have your, Alzheimer Association, the National Alzheimer Walk that has your cancer, awareness month, and it's also Diabetes Awareness Month, right? And we talked about that earlier on. So these are just quick ideas for you guys. It's also National Cashew Day. So, November 23, you can give them, roasted cashews, salted, unsalted, or you have the chocolate covered cashews that you can purchase. They even have the honey roasted cashews as well. And you can give those out. You can give them by the little baggies with your label in there. And it's just, once again, it's just you walking and saying, hey, it's National Cashew Day. Just wanted to drop off some cashews and some information about our company. Gets you guys in the door. If you guys didn't know by now, I love my coffee. November 23rd is National Espresso Day. And so this is the part where you're going to have to spend just a little bit more money and use the good old Starbucks, right? And guess what? Starbucks has the app to make everything faster for you. So if you're about to go to this particular facility, I'll find out what Starbucks is close by, and I'll pre-order an espresso drink. I'll go in there, pick it up, and then walk in to hopefully meet the person that I'm trying to meet. And when they're in there, I'm saying, hey, just so that you know, it's National Espresso Day, brought you some espresso. And just wanted to follow up with you regarding our meeting last week. And so once again, it gives you a way, an excuse to be able to come in. Because when you walk in, they say, hey, there's no solicitation. Guess what? You're saying, I know there's no solicitation, but guess what? It's National Espresso Day. Just wanted to drop off some espresso. How could they refuse that? Once again, a lot of people are going to give you guys objections always to prevent you from coming in, but you need to be able to go past those objections always and just sarge on as much as you can. National Parfait Day, yes, November 25th. And of course, once again, McDonald's makes some decent parfaits. But also you can make parfaits at home. And guess what? Parfaits shouldn't be just yogurt, right? They have the the chocolate cake and pudding parfait. I love making those. And so remember I told you guys on a previous video, and if you haven't watched that video, I ordered these clear plastic cups with lids on it, the dome lids, and you can buy them for like $15 for like 100 pieces. And so you can make your own parfaits at home for really, really cheap. You know, make your pudding and cake parfaits, and also make your yogurt and fruit and granola bar parfaits. And it's very, very cheap to put. You have them there, you put them in your freezer, and then when you're ready to go out market the next day, put them all in your igloo that you should have in your car. Like I said, if you are a marketer, if you're a true marketer, you have an igloo in your car to be able to keep things cold and keep things hot. Whatever you need to do. So once again, National Parfait Day, perfect idea, November 25th. And worst comes to worst, go to McDonald's, and it's cheap. Oh, and also, one thing is I love apps. If you guys have not downloaded the McDonald's app, you should, because what happens is when you go every day, they have a special, like you can buy one, get one free. And the parfait, I've noticed that it's always on sale for cheap. Like you can buy one, get one for free all the time, pretty much almost every week. And so I haven't checked on National Parfait Day. And guess what? I have a feeling that if you go to on the 25th into McDonald's app, that they have some special going on with Parfait. So think about that, okay? All right, French Toast Day, right? So these are the days that you should think about. One thing I do is on French Toast Day, you can actually purchase French toast for cheap, right? And just have that to go. Go to Denny's, it's pretty cheap. I'm sure you can get French toast for $4.99, $3.99. But with these particular items, what I honestly would do is this. I would actually call ahead. And normally if it's a specialty like this, I would call out my referral sources that maybe has referred to me once or twice already. And if it hits around November, then I'm going to say, hey, just let you know it's National French Toast Day. How do you like your French toast? I want to be able to drop it off for you. And then whatever they decide how they like their French toast, I'll find out what local restaurant, those breakfast, lunch open restaurants are in the area. And then Denny's will be my last resort. And I'll say, hey, do you guys have this type of French toast that the person likes? Then I'll have that made and I'll bring that to them myself. And so these are little things that you guys can do, and you should start being creative. And so that's what these videos are, is to provide you, ideas and education on how to be able to make yourself stand out. Now, here are additional holidays out there for the month of November. So November healthcare holidays, you should think about. It's COPD Awareness Month. It's Lung Cancer Awareness Month. I mean, the whole month is Cancer Awareness Month, so that's your lung cancer, your pancreatic cancer, and so forth. It's also Healthy Skin Month, because guess what? There's skin cancer. It's GERD Awareness Month, so that's or week, I'm sorry, that's from the 20th to the 26th. So that's gastroesophageal reflux disease. It's also World COPD Day on the 16th, but it's COPD Awareness Month anyways as well. Then you have your non-traditional stuff as well. You have your Georgia Pecan Month. So, hey, do you want to be creative and bake pecan pie? If you've never baked pecan pie, it's pretty easy. It's just Caro syrup, a crust, and pecans. But honestly, you can buy some cheap pecan pies out there for like $3.99 for a whole pie. Divvy it up yourself, put in those individual pie or cake containers. Go to Amazon.com, you'll be able to find it in there. I actually have a video that shows a picture of it and a link into Amazon that shows you the cheapest one that I've seen out there. And guess what? November 2nd, it's Cookie Monster Day. And I truly believe in this, that in my goodie bag, in my car, in my truck, I will always make sure on a weekly basis I prep ahead of time cookie, like wrapped cookie containers and handouts. Like in one handout, in one little plastic baggie, there's 2 large cookies in it, whether it's chocolate chip or macadamia nuts or oatmeal raisins or even the M&M cookies. And you can buy these trays of cookies from Costco or Sam's Club, and it's very cheap for you, because the plastics you can get in Amazon for 100 pieces for like $3.99. Or you can even go to Walmart and Target and go to their parties area, and they sell it for cheap as well. And I just pre-package all my cookies, because I give cookies pretty much almost on a daily basis, and you should just have that, unless, of course, there's a special holiday where there's some treat you can give that's even better. Like, it's Cookie Monster Day, so why not do Sesame Street Day on November 10th, okay? So, what can you do with Sesame Street? Come up with a Sesame Street themed idea, whether it's a brochure, whether it's a video, whether you can actually find some really cool giveaways that has Sesame Street in them. Some of those characters, of course, the traditional ones: Ernie, Bert, Snuffleupagus, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, of course, and Count Dracula. So whatever you guys need to do, make yourself stand out. Okay, and of course, on the 15th, it's Recycles Day. What can you do? Well, guess what? You can talk about how recycling is important for your organization, and this is what you do, and maybe have people be aware about recycling and how it can actually help them with their companies and saving money. And so these are just a variety of different things that we want to share with you guys. I sure hope the November holiday video helps you guys out. Remember, these video series, you should honestly watch it a month before the month occurs. So if it is November now, you should be looking for our December video series and prep ahead, and so you have an idea. And so just to let you guys know, these videos, the monthly video holiday ideas that we have, is available at Home Health Success Academy. It then gives you access to the videos, so it preps you a month ahead before the month arrives so that you can prep your marketing depending on that month. You cannot go out there and just market without prepping, researching, and practicing. I truly believe that, and you should honestly make sure that you go out there and you create a success with your company. And like I said, nobody goes out there that becomes successful just wishy-washing it and just hoping and praying that things occur. You have to create actions. You can't just believe in the laws of attraction and say, hey, just me having an agency or just me being a marketer, saying I'm a marketer, that people are going to start referring to us. It's action. That's why it's called laws of attraction. There's action in the last part of that word. And so you have to create actions. And by researching, by using some of the techniques that we're sharing with you guys, hopefully this gives you some idea on how to be able to create success in your marketing strategies. So once again, this is Michael with Home Health Success Academy. Stop by our website for amazing information, and we hope that we can keep on working with you guys, and we hope that one day you can attend one of our live events, or we can come into your facility and do one-on-one training with you guys. So once again, this is Michael with Home Health Success Academy. Always know home health marketing is easy when you guys know what you're doing.